Hi everyone, this is going to be a video review on the Bicycle Escape Map playing cards. These cards are available at Bmpokerworld.com and the link in the description. Alright, so this deck was actually created as a commemorative map deck. During World War II, they used decks of playing cards to hide maps to help prisoners escape. The front of the box says Bicycle Escape Map World War II Commemorative Map Deck, and there is a soldier there in the middle, and there's a lot of red, white, and blue as you can see. One side says first printed in 1944, made in the USA, and the other side says air cushion finish, made in the USA. The bottom is that barcode and copyright info, and the back shows a little bit of what the cards look like, and then it talks a little bit about the deck. The top says standard size, standard face. There's that black seal, some more copyright info. And these here are the cards. The back design is just a standard writer back design. There's nothing too interesting about it. What's more interesting is actually the faces of the cards. But first let's look at the extra cards. You get this card here that talks about the actual history of the deck and how the United States Playing Card Company teamed up with the United States and the British to create a map deck. And I'm not going to read this to you, but if you read this, it's actually really interesting and just makes you appreciate the deck a little bit more. And then there's another card on the map assembly. So we'll talk a little bit more about this later, but this basically helps you assemble the map that is on the cards. And then there's a standard joker and a guaranteed joker. And these have parts of the map in the background. So if you're actually trying to use these cards, that can be really distracting. You can't even see the words on the guaranteed joker very clearly because of that. And the pictures and stuff, it's just kind of obstructed by the words in the background. Just by looking at that to begin with, I don't know how practical it is to actually use the deck in like a magic performance. But let's move on with the other cards. The Ace of Spades is also a standard Ace of Spades with just the big spade pip in the middle. And it also has a map. And the same goes for the rest of the cards. The number cards and the court cards are all standard, but they have that map in the background or part of a map. And when you use this card to assemble it all, it actually creates a map. So I'm actually going to assemble this and let you see what it looks like. So as you can see here, this is a really large map here, and there is a lot of detail in it, and it's just really amazing when you lay the cards out. It did take me a long time. It's almost like putting together a puzzle to lay these all out. It's really nice to just look at them and see how much really went into making these cards. I'll just let you take a closer look at them. So I might have mentioned that I didn't find these cards very practical for performing just because of all of this artwork on them with the map. I mean, I think it can just distract your spectators having all of that on there. However, the deck is almost identical to a standard red bike in terms of handling. Of course, a standard bicycle deck isn't the best deck out there, but it is a deck that will handle nicely for a while, and the same goes for this deck right here. It feels of good quality, and it does have an air cushion finish and a bicycle stock. So if you're really wanting to use the cards, they wouldn't disappoint with handling. The fans are of average quality, and the fans with the faces up are really interesting because of all of the map work on there. The dribbles with this deck are excellent. And finally, let me show you a giant fan so that you can see how all of the map work on the faces looks in a giant fan. So it looks a little bit something like that. It's very unique and different because every card is unique and different. And that's it. That's pretty much the end of my review. Like I said, this might not be the most practical deck to perform with, but it is definitely a conversation piece. And that's the end of my review. You can find this deck at bmpokerworld.com in the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching.